greatest detective is fighting crime in the brave new world of the 22nd century. Sherlock Holmes is brought back to life by New Scotland Yard to battle Professor James Moriarty. To assist our hero, the personality of Holmes' loyal companion, Dr. Watson, is programmed into the brain of an android. Each thrilling, action-packed mystery is inspired by one of the timeless literary classics by Arthur Conan Doyle. Solving crimes in a future time, next on Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century.
Hello everyone, welcome back for some more Fate Grand Order. We're in the middle of Section 7, the big long section here. We're going wow, bam, 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 back and forth. We're currently trying to make our way out of the Revenge Realm, where we were imprisoned. So let's see what happens here. Was that a bird just now? They got Castor. Guess it didn't last very long after all. Hey, can I ask you something? Why are you all risking your lives to save this boy? That's what we were ordered to do. And well, because it makes me sick to see someone be so despised when he didn't do anything wrong. Who wouldn't want to help him escape a situation like that? Thank you. Don't worry about it. Was it that hard for you? Yeah, but I at least enjoyed spending my time with you. Really? Well, that's great. Really great. I'm so glad to hear you say that. But, Ryder, get down! Gah! You okay? Yeah, I'm alright. You've been poisoned. Of course he has. Poison is an assassin's trademark. His death will be long and painful. You're just an assassin. I can easily handle. Iron rope. Bombs? These sorts of encounters are what we excel at. You were a fool to underestimate us, Saber. Yo, it's all of them. Curse you. Yo. Bro had a sword beam of some sort. Huh? So, you got 1,000 Leagues, Geographer, and Poison Taster. And all you have left is a poisoned rider. I think you're about done running, Lady Salom. You people aren't Jokanon. Huh? And nobody but Jokanon gives me orders. Get out of the way! This feeling, this excitement pounding in my chests, I think it's probably one of my usual attacks. But I still have a bit of sanity left. Enough for me to still be able to say for sure that he isn't Jokanon. Hang in there just a little longer. I take a deep breath, and then another, and then I do the only thing I can. My last resort. You gonna dance? Hey, Master, please give me your orders. How should I defeat these assassins? You got it, Salom. Thank you. That's right, Master. I've made my choice. I'm gonna stand with you. Okay. Maybe that's just gonna accelerate you wanting to... You'll see you seeing me as Jokanon, but, we'll see. Oh, we gotta use you. Okay. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's play the game of not picking the ones that are uber broken right away. Let's go with you. What the heck am I saying? I mean, this is late story. Like, at this point, I've earned it. I'm gonna go with you to buff you, and you do your thing, and you do your thing, right? I think this should work out. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. As long as it's not like, protect her, because she's a berserker. And berserkers die very quickly. Unless they're Heracles. I can't believe I got Heracles. And I love how I said, oh, I'm going to put him in my party for this, but because it's limited party slots, no? Oh, there's 9 of them. Oh, so you still get your stuff. Huh. It's Zayd the Beast! Okay. Let's go. A bit of this to start. McCule the Quick. Okay. Crit up. Wasn't too bad, actually. Yeah, the defense up is quite the defense up. Let's go one... Actually, let's go... You know what? Yeah, Garden of Avalon to get going right now? Sure. Right, because you want to do your Veil Dance, right? Apply a state where remove one defense buff each turn. Remove one defense buff each turn. Treat it as a buff demerit. And apply... Okay. Wait. I still don't get this. HP recovery. Remove a defense buff. Is there one that gives us a bunch of defense buffs? I don't think so. Debuff immune. Apply invincible. That's pretty good for you. Okay, well, we'll get this going. Right? And let's go. Let's start by killing Zaid the Based. I know he's Zaid the Base, but... When can we get the Spoon Hassan? Just one of those funny meme things that... I don't know. It's a funny meme that just is fun for the whole family. A Hassan with a giant spoon. How lovely. So it only works if you have defense buffs going, huh? Okay. I see. Let's see here. So we got some attack downs on you. But what we can do is let's go... are either of those removing the attack down? Because we have Mini Ushi remove an attack debuff. Okay, so we'll use Mini Ushi to start. We'll get this on you. Good, debuff immune. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Because in that way, we'll remove an attack down. And that's why we gave it also to clean that up. We'll do this. That's done. We move on. See, I thought it'd just be the one, but of course 100 personas would be multiple. That just makes sense. Okay. Self-modification, crit up. Alright. Let's, pop this. Pop this. Okay, and let's go 1, 2, 3. Okay, getting some stuff. I don't even remember. Hers is the big bite, but I don't remember anything else about it. Forceful stab. Okay. Because yours does significant damage to a single enemy. Well, let's get rid of McCule here. Let's go 1, 2, 3. All right. Give him big chompy. Yum. It's good damage. That's true. His battle's gonna take way longer than what I could have, but it's fine. Big C-star gaining will be nice. We got your super for when the next big fella comes out, or the main body. Okay. Zaid the Base. Wait, what do you have? Decrease debuff resist when attacked. I don't want that. I don't want to deal with that. Let's go. Do some of these here. Just kill you and get some more stuff. Yeah, we got the attack downs, which is fine, because then we can clear at least the attack down with that. Yep. Defense down also goes away with that one. See, that's why I gave those to her. I still really want them to do, and they haven't done this, and I don't think they'll do this, but they should really make a list of, like, highly recommended code casts for each of them. Because, like, those are huge for her. To wipe out her debuff on that, that's huge. It's so good. And the fact that there's nothing that says, like, hey, you should probably use this one on her, is kind of weird, right? I feel like they should do that. Uh-oh, max HP plus. Well, we'll deal with that pretty quickly here. Okay, nice. Back to 100. That did nothing. That did a little bit. Okay. You can't use your super, which is fine. It's not the biggest deal. I will do this though. Get attack up. Let's get this on you. Let's get that on you. Let's get that just for the heck of it. And let's go 1, 2, 3. How much will this do? Because we got the triple buster up. I think you're dead. You are. That's good. That was pretty easy so far. Alright, will we have enough? Will you not attack her so that we can actually do the thing? Dang it. Wait, we have debuff clear. End of performance. NP gain for everyone. That's a lot. Wow. That was a lot. Okay, dang, alright. I don't think I've ever seen it go all the way like that. Right, because it does... remove 1 defense buff each turn. Right, because it's her taking off the veils. And then when she finishes, everyone gets big meter. Oh, that's really good. I don't think I've ever seen it go fully, you know? Right? That's good. Alright, so finish it off. Nice. Okay. That's a lot. There could be some good stuff with that. Mind you, it takes 7 turns to do. It's kind of redonkulous. 7 whole turns, huh? We got that, we got that. Hey, we did all the missions! And I wasn't even trying. That's how you know they planned it out well. That by just playing it, you complete them all. I used to think I could remain cold and unfeeling no matter what my mission was. But rebelling against proper human history, it seems we've fallen further than I thought. I think these assassins went easy on us. Come on, now's our chance to run for... Uh-oh! Salom! You danced too hard! Don't worry about me. I'm okay. How about you, Ryder? Right. We have to go. Damn it. My chariot's all wrecked. We'll have to walk. Follow me, I'll show you the way. Hop on my shoulder, buddy. Thanks. I'll support him, Master. It'll be easier for me than for a human. Now come on, we need to hurry. If I know Kriemhild, she's not going to give up anytime soon. We're never going to learn this dude's name, huh? Hurry, hurry, hurry. Kriemhild will be after them like a predator that's onto its prey's scent. Salom gazes ahead, shouldering the servant whose name she doesn't know. She likes a young... She sees a young... Was that supposed to be young man or woman, depending on your gender that you put in the game, but they forgot to write it there? He knows exactly where he wants to go and refuses to give up. Salom can't help but be reminded of a saint. She knows of the danger of such thoughts, but her heart wants what it wants. If she were able to stop, she would have taken her own life in sheer self-loathing the instant she was summoned. But she cannot. As a flower always seeks the sun, so too does Salom always seek Jokanon. That drive is at the core of her being as a berserker. That will never change regardless of whether she sides with humanity or rebels against it. That is why Kriemhild is unconcerned She understands it is only a matter of time until Salom comes to see him as Jokanon. Salom is well aware of that too. She knows she shouldn't have gone with him. Had Salom only stayed behind and prayed for a safe journey, this smoldering love would have burned itself out. But the Kekion changed it all. He would have been better off had he never taken a bite. But no, he gobbled it down before saying goodbye, and that was the moment his fate was sealed. Love, love, love. It's a stuff of dreams, of beauty, of passage, and yet he refuses to look my way. He forges ahead always in the direction he knows to be right. Yes, that's it. That's exactly who you are, my beloved. And I'm sure you'll have forgotten all about me by the time this journey is over, even though I love you so, so much. And since I love you, I'm sure you would be happy to give me your head. Right, Jokanon? Jokanon, Jokanon, Jokanon. Damn, even my last resort of forging a servant contract didn't work. I can't hold myself back anymore. Would a real contract instead of just a temporary one have been enough to make things different? Maybe then I could have stayed by your side longer before starting to think of you as my holy Jokanon. I don't know. I can't tell. I can't see. Pain and suffering I can endure, but love, not love. That's just who I am. No matter how difficult or painful, no matter how evil I know it is, I can't stop these urges. Salom? Were you having the dark thoughts? I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. We've almost reached Assassin's Rendezvous Point. We should be safe once we get there. Ryder the MVP. Oh my god. And we're never gonna learn his name. I wonder if there's speculation on who, like, those 7 were. Because they're like way too cool to just be super nameless. Anyways, is this literally just gonna be another survival one or something? Beat them in a certain number of turns? What are we doing? Assassin, there you are. I'm afraid this is as far as I go. Assassin, I'm counting on you to... Run! A trap! Get down. Master. Oh no, you're bleeding badly. Oh, we got hit! That hurt! There. Now to finish him off. What do you think you're doing? Salom, so it's true, you really did betray us. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you hurt my Jokanon? Huh? Hang in there, Master. These guys are dead. Not Jokanon. It's so embarrassing when your girlfriend gets your name wrong. Is it just gonna be her? Nope. Please, okay. Well, hey, guess what? Time to do the silly strat again. If this is just the bunch of them, let's be silly. Let's do it. No one can stop me from being a silly lad. Do I want this on you? I think I'd rather go for, like, overtime. Right? And give that to you. Okay, cool. I'm not really using this. Let's go with our story canon one. I mean, but I don't need order change, though. Is there another one that gives, overcharger, NP strength? Yep, that works. Okay, this'll work. Time to go to space in our outfit. Right, let's see. This is just gonna be like 3 of them. It's gonna be 6 of them. I'll take 6 of them. Kill them all at once. That'd be awesome. There's 3 of them, which I have to kill in 5 turns. Oh, well. Okay. I'm gonna be real, Salom. I'm not even gonna need you. I'll have you come up after in case we need someone else. Oh, well, no, we got a full combo with you. Well, we can do yours, because yours is also there. So we'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do... Oh, we can't use our master's... Can't use our master skill. Huh. Intriguing. Anyways. Oh, yours isn't rad. Huh. Okay. Well, it's fine. We'll still just win. Alright, let's do this. Knights, huh? Might not be of the round table, but... Are you all dead? Yep. That made up for that last battle. No. Okay, like time-wise. Yeah, so why couldn't we... We couldn't even use our skills. Is it because we're critically injured? Ooh, that's a lot of fire. Damn it, still. At least I accomplished my mission. I did it, Master. Master? I can't hang on anymore. Master? Master? What? Master, hold on. Please, you have to hold on. Salom. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. If only I'd been a little faster. Salom! You need to get out of here. I won't last much longer. The righteous realm is just past this forest. I'm going to fire my noble phantasm into the sky. If we're lucky, my comrades might realize I'm signaling them. But what about you? The mission comes first. Now, get out of here. Hurry. From there, it'll be all up to you. Please don't give up. Remember, he's human. He's not joking on. I know that. Good, then go. Go. Damn it. I didn't want to die either, but my life wasn't worth much anyway. Shatter my spirit core. For humanity. Noble phantasm, release! We don't even get to see what it is, huh? We don't even get to hear what it is. In the fading distance as Salom fled, a single shaft of golden light shot into the sky. It was, of course, incredibly faint, a far cry from the light given off by the sacred swords and demonic spears of seasoned heroes. But it was also without question the purest, brightest light an ordinary soldier could produce. I've got to hurry, this song rocks. Something else urged Salom on. The pursuers from the Revenge Realm could not have failed to see that light. It could catch up at any time as slowly as she was moving. What about Master's injury? He's okay. He's still breathing, he still had a firm pulse. He wasn't poisoned like the rider was, it's just blood loss. Salom knows she needs to stop his bleeding, but she understands she simply cannot stop running. And that brings up an even more gut-wrenching truth to mind. Even if Salom could stop to tend to his wounds, she hasn't any idea how to stop someone from bleeding. Though she was given a measure of knowledge when she materialized, plenty of gaps yet remain. A girl who knew only love when she lived was never going to be given knowledge of treating injuries. It's okay. You're alive. You're still alive. Of course, because you're joking on... Joker! Cyclone! I'm sorry. You're not a common rider. That's not important right now. We have to hurry. Come on. I know it hurts, but just... Please try to hold on a little longer. I have to hurry. I have to hurry. I can't watch him struggling so valiantly anymore. I can't let myself bask in his sheer nobility anymore. I have to get him to safety before my love makes me a monster. Huh? Our eyes meet. In an instant, his pure, earnest, devoted eyes pierced me to my core. Jokanan. What? Jokanan, please. Could you do something for me? The words poured from her, and she watched helplessly as if trapped in a nightmare. Please, Jokanan. I love you so much. So won't you please give me your head? This is the worst possible situation. This is bad. This might be the worst it's ever been for MC. This might actually be the worst it's ever been. 'Cause who's gonna be there for us? Salom awaits his answer with childlike innocence. She waits for him to make a decision, even as he fades in and out of consciousness. His agreement is ultimately not a factor. Salom will take his head all the same. Jokanan, Jokanan, Jokanan. How could I have failed to recognize my love for you, even though I've been so close to you? Now go on. Answer me. What will you say to my servant self with my servant powers? Will you bravely refuse? Will you pray to God? Will you smile at me, or will you try to reason with me? I don't care which you choose. Any of these would be what Jokanan would do. Now, what is your answer? I still want to live. Huh? Please don't kill me. I still have comrades who are waiting for me. Huh? Huh? What are you saying? He begged for his life? That can't be right. If he was Jokanan, if he was a saint, he would have chosen to die nobly, or try to persuade me why he should be allowed to live an honest life. Either way, a saint wouldn't fear death. Their choice between life and death would be weighed so their soul could remain pure and untainted. But he's begging for his life. His eyes are pleading with me to spare him. I see. You aren't Jokanan. I'm not interested in him. He's worthless. I don't have to save him. I'm sorry. Okay, let's keep going, Master. And yet, strangely enough, I find myself still wanting to carry him to safety. So very, very delicately, I keep going, trying to keep him alive and cause as little pain as possible. Uh-oh. Those servants are Kriemhild's vassals. Her vassals? You know, she's a queen, right? She can share her power with people, making them into her vassals and giving them powerful protections, which means this could be kind of a problem. I've obviously lost the power she gave me. I'm sorry, can you walk on your own? Good. Then I guess this is goodbye. You may not have been Jokanan, but I still had fun running away with you. Good luck. Goodbye. And thank you. Did she just leave me here? Now then. She doesn't have nearly enough magical energy left, but the power given to her through her command spell is still active. This command spell was given her not by her current master, but her original one. Berserker that she is, Salom isn't usually much for thinking, but in this moment she can't help herself. Where do these command spells come from? A real mystery. What's more, everyone takes them for granted. No. Maybe they physically can't question this power that's replenished every time they fight, even if they want to. Oh well. Salom relaxes and smiles to herself. There's no sense worrying about it anymore. All that matters now, she's going to fight to save him. She will die to save him. Come on then, Kriemhild. Try to get in my master's way. I'll tear you to bits until there's nothing left. I'm pretty surprised she's actually going, she's suppressing her true Berserker Self. Only one servant can be set. Oh, we are getting weaker and weaker, huh? Okay. So we have an assassin and an archer, huh? Well, when in doubt, hallucinate it out. You can handle both of them. Okay. All right, let's start with you. I'm going to switch this to this to give you a bit more. All right, sure. Let's see how this goes. Hallucinate's a bit of a problem solver, honestly. People weren't joking when they said you'll get her as an archer or as a lancer and then never need anyone again, aside from Enkidu, who I also have at NP2. So, archer class and assassin class. All right. You got guts, Salom's determination, target focus and stun. Uh-oh. Well, shoot. That's bad. Okay, is it unlimited guts? Oh, it's unlimited guts. We're super fine. We're super fine. We're doing okay. Let's just start by taking out you then, as much as we can. Okay. Oh, pure. Okay. Instant. All right. There's a reason that we have unlimited guts on you, so sure. Let's just go. This is a nothing battle then, really. Okay. Just keep hitting her. Uh-oh. Why her? Stop that. You stop that. Okay, no, we're going in. You're gonna stop that right now, bucko. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of you. Stop that. That definitely didn't kill. But it's fine. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, that's not. That's annoying is what that is. Start with just some of this here, just because this is a wasted turn. Yeah, that's fine. Sure, keep doing that. Okay. Well. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Let's just try and keep using them over and over. It's the best way. So, like, oh, remove defense buff would affect that. I didn't even think about that. Okay. So she's like 100% dying. They made that mission go that way to be like, yeah, she's gonna die. Ooh. Ooh, you are bloody. Wowie. Master, you're still here? You stayed for me? Master, no, hold on. Master. Good night. Oh yeah, no, I go to sleep. Huh? He's just asleep. And when Master's asleep, I arrive. Wait. Are we in? We're not where I think I am, are we? Are we in the place I can't pronounce? Am I dreaming? I swear to God, if we're in the bar. What the? Huh. If this is your bar, I'm going to scream. I can see why you're wondering why I'm talking to you. Moriarty, whose voice I learned is definitely not like that. Oh, don't be shocked. It's just one of the things I can do. Think of this as a fateful encounter. What do you want? An unremarkable but eminently reasonable question. I want to know you better, of course. You're the very avatar of mediocrity, but for some reason you continue plodding into the future with tireless optimism. I find this sadly to be beyond my comprehension. So what better way to deepen that understanding than, well, conversation? Well, I guess in that case... Indeed, this is merely a dream. Surely you've experienced something similar once or twice before. The so-called foreign god cannot perceive dreams. I, however, have the powers of a divine spirit. I took advantage of these two things to arrange this little backroom deal. So, okay, power of dreams? They're god of dreams? I don't know. Huh. And does that mean... Oh, no, we aren't discussing peace. I'm still a fallen disciple. And for the record, I have no connection to this singularity either. Vengeance is at the heart of this singularity. And believe me, the one seeking it has a very, very good reason for doing so. Anyway, allow me to get to the point. I want your position. Your seat at the table, so to speak. Huh? Not what you're expecting, Give up your seat, and I promise your life will be spared. Everyone else's lives, though. Well, you know what they say about omelets and eggs. This is a rather large omelet. Not happening. Oh, you needn't decide now. Take some time to think it over. This is a once-in-a-lifetime betrayal, you know. Or maybe this will be the second, in your case. Anyway, it seems we're being interrupted by a rather irksome interloper, so I think I'll be on my way. Is it Dante's? Is he here? Only I can enter your dreams. Oh, you're awake. I still can't believe you fell asleep at a time like this. Are you okay? Your skulls are bleeding. Me? I should be asking you. I guess you fell asleep because you just completely ran out of energy, I didn't know how to stop your bleeding, but it looks like your Mystic Code managed to slow it down. Your heart's beating just a little stronger now. I see you're covered in blood now, too. I know. I look a mess. Still, this was fun. You really aren't joking on, are you? Since he's not joking on, I feel no obligation to help him. But for some reason, I was still compelled to. It wasn't like the intense, overwhelming passion of love. The feeling was a small, smoldering thing. Maybe this is just what it feels like for a servant with a master. I don't want his head, but I do want to protect him. Hey, listen, Was she just shot? Yeah, was that a gunshot? Yeah. I think our pursuers are here. Also, I remembered who the rice cap lady was. That was the person, I think, who shot Oda Nobunaga. I think that's who it is. Yeah. Come on. We better go. You're almost there. It's not much farther now. Sky's definitely getting more and more different in color. The master and his servant cross the gently sloping hill, trusting that something awaits them on the other side. Neither is likely to last much longer. Blood still seeps from their wounds. They're both near to losing consciousness. Even so, they're almost there. Just a little farther. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. There, I see him. Both master and servant look up in unison. They immediately spot another servant waving his arms in big circles. Hey, over here! As the night draws close, the master breathes a huge sigh of relief. Hey, are you okay? I see. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, I'd better head back now. You mean you aren't coming? That's right. The air in the righteous realm seems like it'd be awful for my skin, so no thank you. She flashes a dazzling smile, with spatters of blood making her seem all the more beautiful. The next time we meet on the battlefield, we'll be enemies. Then you'll see how strong I really am. Can't change your mind about that, can I? I'm afraid not. Goodbye, my not Jokanan. Goodbye, you perfectly ordinary, perfectly wonderful friend. I'm happy she finally realized the word she was looking for that. He really did want to live, didn't he? That's why he was so afraid of death, so hungry to live. He stood up after all. He stood up after all that, so that he could live. Me? My joy comes from taking people's heads. It wouldn't be safe for me to be anywhere near him. So, this is goodbye. Reluctantly, he turns his back to me. I do the same. Our backs touch briefly. He takes a few slow steps forward. I feel him moving away, so I do the same. Running probably isn't an option for me right now. I'm that close to death. The gunshot. It pierced my spirit core. Every second is in agony. I don't want Master to see that, though. I want to remain that terrible, beautiful, dependable servant he knows, right to the very end. I put every ounce of energy I have into pretending I'm fine. I like to think it was a performance for the ages. Maybe because I had already been a target, but I sensed bloodlust from the second shot before it was even fired. They're just wasting their ammunition. And again, maybe this is what they call assisted suicide. When living is nothing but agony, it's the only salvation I can ask for. The only salvation I need. Ah. The pain's gone. It really was salvation. I'm mad. I'm broken, I know that to a certainty. But even so, I want to believe that at least this feeling smoldering within me isn't a lie. I'm so satisfied. This was all so fun. It may have only been a few days, but they were some of the best days I ever had. Looking up at the sky, I see the evening sun peeking through the trees. This beautiful orange light reminds me of his inner warmth. Yep, that's you. You'll be coming one day. Guess I should chant a prayer for her. That's what other monks would do. Forgive me, foreign princess. It's just what happens in a world at war. So you killed her. Yeah, she's gone. Guess my work is done then. Shall I pursue, your majesty? No need. The traitor has been dealt with. As for the master of Caldia, just knowing which direction he went is enough for now. Grating as it is that the righteous realm has him, the very fact they chose to act now is significant. For the time being, I'm satisfied that Salom didn't end up on their side as well. Assassin, you stay here and keep an eye out for any other scouts from the righteous realm. Archer, you and I are returning home. You got it. You poor woman. It wasn't love you felt. It wasn't even affection. You felt nothing more than the pity the strong so often feel for the weak. But you mistook it for something worth so much more. You poor, poor woman. How sad that such an ordinary feeling to anyone else was something desperately precious to you. That was really well written. That final part was really well written. Dang. Dang, that was good. That was just a perfect example of how this game can write really, really great stuff in, like, usually 2 lines at a time. You know? That's kind of the amazing thing. Well, last one here of this ridiculously long section. Ridiculously long. I keep fading in and out of consciousness. Now, who is this? My back feels like it's burning up. I can hear someone calling me, but I can't answer. My body's way past its limit. Was she really okay? Is this us? I think this is us. Hope I can see her again. Master. Mash? Is it Mash? Is she here now? Has she joined us? Oh, no, you're just on the comms. Master, you're awake. What a relief. Just give me a moment, please. I need to let Holmes and Caddock know you're okay. Where am I? You're in the righteous realm. I'm sure you have lots of questions, but I think Holmes can answer them better than I can. Can we talk for a bit, Mash? Of course. I just finished informing them, so we can talk until they arrive. How are your injuries? Are you in pain? I think I'm okay. Oh, good. That's a relief. Your wound was serious and you lost a lot of blood. It's a good thing they had a caster who's gifted at healing magecraft there. Where's that caster now? They said they were done, and all you needed now was rest. I've been here keeping an eye on you in the hospital. Well, not in person, of course, but still. Thanks, Mash. Oh no, not at all. I just wish I could have done more to actually help. You finally woke up, huh, Tanner? I'm delighted to see you once again, Mr. Tanner. Holmes, Caddock. I heard he... Now, which of us should go first? Why don't you start? Would you be so good to tell us what happened after we were separated? So no head. That's quite the story. Well, the servants who helped you escape were killed. These guys said they were all pretty skilled servants, too. You might have done better in an ordinary battle, but safely extracting a non-combatant is a whole other deal. Sounds as if they had a few factors working against them, but in this case it was a numbers game that simply didn't work in their favor. In situations such as these, the pursuers have an overwhelming advantage over the pursued. Still, we must be especially grateful for that rider's final use of his noble phantasm. That is what allowed Astolfo, a servant of the righteous realm, to find you so quickly. That rider did a truly excellent job, and deserves all the praise in the world. As for you, Mr. Tanner, his experience must have been thoroughly exhausting. At least you're in a safe place now, even if we're under constant surveillance. Then again, we're free to wander as we like, since they're always watching and all. So then... Indeed. The righteous realm, or rather the servant Charles the Great, is on our side. Humanity's side. We've yet to hear him say so in as many words, admittedly. A number of his subordinate servants know this as well. But most servants of the righteous realm are still under the mistaken belief that Charles the Great is also rebelling against humanity. There are a few other important matters I need to discuss with you. Before we get to those, I suggest we go greet Charles the Great in an official capacity. Rodolph may technically be the director of Chaldea, but at present you are unquestionably our representative. That being said, we basically already hashed things out with Charles. All that's left now is to greet him, and I guess Holmes still doesn't want to talk about it. He said he would once Tanner gets here, but... Oh well, I guess the greetings will do for now. that and a thank you. Gotta do it, especially since it was Astolfo, one of the Charles the Great's own paladins who rescued you. Got it. That sounds easy enough. Just so you don't forget, we're talking about the most powerful guy in all of European history here, okay? Oh, he knows. Just don't piss him off. I don't suppose you give me a quick etiquette lesson. No. Whatever. You'll just be fine if you just kneel, I'm sure. But that's it? Worked last time. Why wouldn't it work now? Okay, so I've got to greet him and thank him. Hey, how's it going? Hey, you're awake, that's great. How's the wound all better? Yay, oh, I'm Astolfo, hi. I want a Charles the Great's 12 paladins. Carl, Charles, Chuck, Charlie, Chararoo. Who cares? You're gonna go say hi, right? Come on, let's go. I couldn't get a word in edgewise. Yeah, get used to that. Come on, Kadok, you too. We don't want to keep His Imperial Majesty waiting. Waiting really great on Charles the Great. Is this really the time for terrible puns? It's just don't bother. Any reaction just makes him laugh more. See? Astolfo, will you shut up? Christ, you're just like a little kid laughing at farts. Are farts not funny? No, they are not. I don't believe you. Ugh. That should be O. My apologies. I am Roland. I'm one of Charles the Great's 12 paladins. Nice to meet you. I'm relieved to see you in good health. Why are you being all formal, Roland? How come you're not strolling around Starko like usual? Look, Astolfo. It's not as though I go around stark naked because I... Okay, no, I do like it. So he does like it. But I don't go naked all the time. Even I know when it's okay to strip. Oh, yeah? How you feeling about now? I'd say about 70% of me thinks it'd be fine, 20% doesn't care, and 10% says it's a bad idea. Only 10, that's it? The face of a man popping stomach medicine like there's no tomorrow. Fentanyl, take me now! Don't worry, 10% of me is about the equivalent of 80% of most people. Even I don't think that makes sense. You're right, it doesn't, does it? Ha ha ha! Come on, follow me. I'll take you to see His Imperial Majesty. Try not to think about it too much. Stress kills. Okay, then I'll leave the snarky remarks to you, big boy. Nope, not my style. Really? I don't think I've heard anything but snark from him. I am the straightest guy. Why does it feel like someone's talking shit behind my back? Oh, Kadok is really funny. Kadok's really good. Your Imperial Majesty, Charles the Great. I, Roland, and my fellow paladin Astolfo have brought you the Master of Chaldea. Indeed. His Imperial Majesty is absolutely thrilled. Oh, hold on. Huh? Tell me about my servants. You mean the ones who helped me escape? Indeed. Your Imperial Majesty, I don't think... It's fine. I need to hear what happened. I owe them that much. You heard His Imperial Majesty, Master of Chaldea. As you wish. These are all the fellows who died. Berserker went down swinging. Archer, well, he got. Lancer, he got aggravated, which that's a pretty good way to go, right? Caster tried to make Bubble Gloop Swamp, but he got Gruntilda'd. Saber did pretty good. He jumped into battle there, right? Assassin was dead when we met him, like absolutely dead on arrival, right? Ryder, MVP, like play of the game, bro, give him all the medals, like he was the coolest one.
I see, I see. Thank you, young one.
Your Imperial Majesty, I think you should...
Oh, yes. Good work.
Thank you. Now then, it's now a good time. Everyone else is gone. It should be fine. I think that's enough, Your Imperial Majesty. I imagine this act of yours is fairly tiring. Pretending to be Charles the Great, that is.
Roland?
Sorry, but I figured the jig was pretty much up anyway. Am I wrong?
No.
No, you're not. Okay, sir. No more play acting.
Really? I can stop now?
You can. With Sherlock Holmes here on behalf of Caldia, it was only a matter of time before you were founded anyway. So let's put an end to this chapter and begin the next. She's so cute!
You're pulling back the curtain already, Sancho?
Yes, I am. No time like the present, as they say. Sancho. And you must be Alonso Quixano. I didn't know that was the name, apparently. Better known as Don Quixote.
That's me! I am Don Quixote de la Mancha, knight-errant of Spain.
Or so we like to say anyway. I'm Sancho Panza. Excuse me, I'm familiar with the story of Don Quixote too. And, well, doesn't it describe Sancho as a middle-aged man with a, paunch? Yes, that's me. But I'm not only Sancho Panza, you see. I'm a mixture of several different characters from the story. From the story? I see. I presume those characters are Rocinante, Don Quixote's faithful steed, Dulciana, the fictional princess he claimed to be the most beautiful woman in the world, and Altisidora, maid to the Duchess. Am I correct? That you are, right on all accounts. Why, thank you. I see. So you're also Rocinante. That explains why... Yeah. I'm gonna need to... I need a running start at this one. Oh yes. Sir used to ride my ass day and night.
You have to put it like that? I was just treating you like a knight would any horse.
I have one word for you, sir. Windmills. All right, the windmills. That's right. As you can imagine, it's not at all pleasant being a horse when your rider is tilting at windmills. Oh my god, we get to see it?
I have you now, you evil giants. Come, Rocinante. Let's show them our mettle.
Sir, those are quite clearly windmills.
I see some things are still beyond you.
Sir, wait. I said wait.
Come, Rocinante. It's time to earn my beloved Dulciana's pride.
And there he goes.
What the hell?
Oh, did he get bonked off into the sky? I see. I did tell you, sir.
That accursed wizard may have turned them into windmills, but I know a giant when I see one. If I charge again with all my might, then... On second thought, everything hurts. I think I'll have to pass on this one.
Ah, poor Rocinante. Are you okay? Are you even still alive? Yeah, because that's when they were separate things. And that is one of the world-famous Don Quixote de la Mancha's best-known exploits. Suffice to say that Rocinante was present, and it did not go particularly well for him. That poor horsey.
I could have sworn those windmills were giants.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. There were times I went crazy and mistook a Stolfo for a proper lady. Excuse you, what do you mean mistaken? Have you know that is exactly what I am. What kind of proper lady falls asleep and drools all over her hippogriff? Did you just stab him? Is this a comedy bit? I'm more worried about the stab. You got it. Aren't you two supposed to be knights? Anyway, there you have it. It goes to show how much trouble you can get into when you can't tell what's real and what's not. Now then, I believe it's time we got to the more pressing topics. Namely, why did you claim to be Charles the Great? And why are you giving orders to what appear to be genuine members of his 12 paladins? Now that Mr. Tan has joined us, I would be most grateful if you explained what was going on. And you still don't know? That's right. Sancho promised us she would explain everything once our master arrived.
We did. I truly appreciate the help, but we still know far too little about the singularity. Even Holmes can only get so far without a clue to go on.
Indeed. I understand. Unfortunately, I can only give you the knowledge I have from being summoned to the singularity. May I, sir?
Yes, go ahead.
What's got him down? What's that all about? After we were summoned to the singularity, we learned that most of the other servants here planned to rebel against proper human history. At first, we thought this rebellious trend was the result of anti-heroes becoming outright evil and turning other heroes to their side. But we quickly learned that this wasn't the case. They were all proud to announce their rebellious intentions, regardless of their original alignment. Naturally, other servants were summoned by the counterforce to repair the singularity, but they were vastly outnumbered and quickly defeated one by one. To make matters worse, some of these servants even joined the rebels. I suspect another POW was involved in those cases. We lost one of our own in a similar manner.
I see.
At any rate, we knew we'd be able to repair the singularity. We'd never be able to repair the singularity like this, so we decided to gather like-minded comrades. Fortunately, there were schisms among the rebelling servants we were able to take advantage of. Eventually, we managed to win Astolfo and Roland over to our side and establish a third realm. Having done that, we've been able to maintain a balance between the three powers here, by doing all that we can to make sure neither the revenge nor reinstatement realms grow too strong. And now you've invited us to join you. I presume this means you're at your limit.
Limit?
That's right. Our faction's greatest flaw is the fact that our Charles the Great isn't really Charles the Great. So far, we've been able to skate by on his name and the fact that we have 2 of his 12 paladins on our side, but we won't be able to keep up that pretense much longer. In fact, it may already be too late. I believe our subordinates will begin to suspect something isn't right within the next few days. And I take it you believe they will believe you to be rebels against humanity as well. And then let me try that again. And I take it they believe you to be rebels against humanity as well. I'm afraid so. There are a few exceptions who are on humanity's side, like the servants we sent to infiltrate the Revenge Realm. But most of our servants believe we are also rebelling against humanity, though I admittedly led them to believe this. Then tell me, what do you make of those servants? This certainly isn't the first time servants of proper human history have chosen to stand against it. They all have their own thoughts, ideals, dreams, and their own orders to follow. For most heroes, destroying enemies in combat is a perfectly reasonable solution. There have also been servants who have been corrupted, essentially turned evil. The Blackening. We have recorded one such notable instance in the case of Ushiwakamaru being tainted by the Chaos Tide and turning against us in the 7th Singularity, but there do not seem to be any such factors in place in this Singularity. These servants have all been summoned as normal and retain their original instincts and personalities, but to have so many servants choosing to rebel against proper human histories is, frankly, bizarre, and that is putting it mildly. This sounds remarkably similar to the oracleization in Extella-Link. I've had the same thought, so I tried asking a number of them about it. As far as I can tell, they don't seem to have come to this decision logically. It's almost as though they're driven to rebel on an instinctual level. Whatever the case, they seem incapable of stopping themselves from rebelling. Some appear to be more compelled than others, but both the revenge and reinstatement realms are actively disposing of anyone they deem uncommitted. As a rule, summoned servants are significantly influenced by their master's personality. A servant could become a monster under an evil master, or a kind-hearted familiar under a good one. Those differences are minuscule when it comes to heroic spirit, so for this kind of rebellious spirit to take root so instinctually...
What are you saying, Kadok? You think they have a truly evil being for a master? For example, someone like, let's say, James Moriarty, perhaps? What do you think, Administrative Advisor?
Holmes, buddy, you've been zoning out a lot. You zoned out so much that we ended the scene. Wake up, bud. We're already moving on to the next node. Idle talk in the dead of night. It's only 2. We can do this. Watch these be like ridiculously long. Like, yeah, it's only 2, but they end up being as long as the 9. I kind of wish they had the little estimates on them. That'd be nice, but then again, it's sometimes nice to be surprised too. I was gonna say, what? We went back to the menu, but what's going on? Are you just being... You're just being a guy? Where is this? There's no blue watery place. Where is this?
Sherlock Holmes is my rival. He is the light to my shadow. However, in this new role as a fallen disciple, our past rivalry is irrelevant. Only his abilities matter now, his capacity to observe, deduce, and reach the truth. I cannot have him bring those abilities to bear here. So I planted seeds of doubt. I appeared to him and showered him in a torrent of utter nonsense. Yes, utter nonsense. But assuming my position is secured, he will no doubt lose sight of what is truly important thanks to my efforts. If Holmes means to uncover the truth, then I shall be a wall to block his progress. He will never overcome the barrier I represent. I see. It seems this foreign god thinks things through very well. It's a shame Vlad III sealed himself away inside his stakes. A powerful servant like him would have made an excellent piece on the board. Oh well. Suppose I shall just have to move some other pieces instead.
Okay, so again, this is like... Okay, bro is treating this like a board game. He's treating us like a board game. What about... I just can't say it. Holmes, my apologies. No matter how I try, I can't seem to get a read on this Moriarty. I don't believe he's the Singularity's master, but aside from that... What's with you? You're not usually so hedgy. Nonetheless, I have arrived at a conclusion, the one that remains yet ill-defined. In this singularity, masters are all but meaningless. Then, does that mean it's impossible to get rid of the servants here by finding and killing their master? Yes, I believe we should assume as much. Well, that's going to be a problem. We recruited you Chaldeans because we were counting on you to do exactly that.
But you were?
Naturally, that in no way precludes us from cooperating in a different manner. For example, we could win this war against the Revenge and Reinstatement realms, and acquire the Holy Grail, sustain those realms, and cause the Singularity to collapse. Would that not be a viable option? Sure, if we could actually accomplish that, but what about the numbers problem? Their armies are far larger than ours. Of course, I've taken that into consideration, and I remain confident we can win. There certainly are plenty of challenges to overcome, but the situation is by no means hopeless. What do you think, sir?
Right. Sir Sherlock Holmes?
Yes.
Please save proper human history for us.
Consider it done. Weird transition. That being said, there are only so many things we can do at the moment. Our first few steps should be taken as a small mobile commando rather. Then we'll have a few other servants accompany you. There are servants beside Roland and Astolfo we're fairly sure we can trust. Thank you. That will be a great help. Safe bet they'll be keeping an eye on us too. That aside,
Sancho's been pretty much running the show ever since they revealed their true identity, hasn't she? In fact, now that I think about it, she was the one who conveyed what Charles the Great was supposedly saying all that time. I guess it makes sense Sancho would be a much better... would be much better with political stuff than Don Quixote, given his, background. It'd be one thing if she was just Sancho. But the story of Don Quixote also has an imaginary princess, a deceptive maid, and a nameless duchess. Oh, well, deceptive maid? Huh. Oh, well, who cares? Even if things turn out badly. That's Caldia's, or really Tanner's problem. I'm just here to provide support, that's all. Alright, so... No, I'm actually gonna open up. Don Quixote characters. Because the phrase, the deceptive maid, is really intriguing to me. What did they do? Okay, so let's see here. So, Don Quixote, the novel's tragicomic hero. Main quest is to revive knight-errantry in a world devoid of chivalric values. As intelligent as he is mad, starts off as an absurd and isolated figure and ends up a pitiable, laughable old man. Sancho, the peasant laborer, greedy but kind, faithful but cowardly, is Don Quixote's squire, representation of the common man, the foil to everyone else in the novel. Self-sacrificing Christian behavior. Okay. He's an awestruck love for Don Quixote, but grows self-confident and saucy, ending the novel by advising his master in matters of deep personal philosophy. Okay. Dulciana del Toboso, the unseen force driving all the adventures. Dulciana, a peasant woman whom Don Quixote envisions as his ladylove, has no knowledge of his chivalric dedication for her. Though constantly mentioned and centrally important to the novel, she never appears. Rocinante, his barn horse. I thought it was a donkey. For some reason I thought it was a donkey. Oh no. Okay, no, it is a horse. Oh, because I'm thinking probably of like the phrase Don Quixote, which isn't what it is, right? Slow but faithful as he's worn out as Don Quixote is. Now, Sancho has a donkey. Dapple. Dapple's disappearance and reappearance is a subject of controversy, both within the story and within the literary criticism regarding it. Interesting. So, the Duchess. The cruel and haughty contrivers of the adventures that occupy Don Quixote for the majority of the novel's second part. Bored and snobby, the Duke and Duchess feigned interest in Don Quixote and Sancho, but played pranks on them for personal entertainment. The Duchess spent so much money and effects on the employees that they might seem as mad as Don Quixote. So, Altisidora. The Duchess's bratty maid, Altisidora, pretends to love Don Quixote, mocking his concept of romantic love. Okay. Okay, so when they said deceptive, not... It's deceptive in the way of I'm pretending to love you, not like I'm going to kill you. That means I probably don't have to worry as much about her. Okay, that concludes our business for today. We've prepared rooms for all of you, so I invite you to relax for the rest of the day. Yeah, I was trying to think, like, could that be a hint at something, but no. Well, sir, you heard them. It sounds like it'll take more than killing a master to repair the singularity.
So it does.
What shall we do? Speaking for myself...
No, absolutely not, Sancho. I still have to stay on this throne. I have a duty to uphold, no matter what anyone else says. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir. If that's what you want. Alright then. I'll come up with a few possible missions for the Commando unit.
Good.
And please, allow me to select the servant who will keep an eye on the Chaldeans. We may be low on personnel, but we're still in charge of an entire realm. There's a large population of capable servant resources to choose from. Whew. It would seem we are being monitored, but it doesn't seem as though they can hear us. I can put up a light soundproofing bounded field for good measure. Want me to? If you would.
Well, we've had a chance to relax and catch our breath, which is all well and good. But going forward, How sure are we that we can rely on Don Quixote instead of Charles the Great?
We probably shouldn't.
Right?
Nonetheless, this was still the only option available. Both the Revenge Realm and the Reinstatement Realm are both fully functioning autonomous societies. They have demonstrated clear hostility to all of proper human history. If the Righteous Realm were similarly inclined, our goose would be well and truly cooked, as they say.
Well, yes, I suppose that's true, but still.
Never mind that now, Gordy. Is there something else you should be doing first?
Yes, you're right. Tanner, I commend you on to making it back alive. Well done, my boy.
Yo, if he called me that, I'd cry. Thanks, Dad. I mean, sir.
However, what have I told you about not getting captured in the first place? My poor heart can only take so much.
I'm sorry, Dad. Gotta say, though, it really is impressive you made it back alive.
Indeed. I suppose it just goes to show how luck, both good and bad, really can be a skill. I'm surprised, though, to hear you found a servant willing to betray her side and help you.
You must remember, Gordolf, servants are hardly mindless puppets. We have thoughts and emotions of our own. Sometimes, meeting new people can spur us to temporarily grow and change. Of course, we must remember only records when we are sent back to the throne, so unfortunately we aren't able to preserve those feelings and memories across summonings.
At any rate, who was this Seton person anyway?
You know, I never did manage to figure that out, even though I did figure it out in my head.
Have you got a glimpse of him, huh? I see.
We can return to this Mr. Seton later. Right now, we still have more pressing matters to discuss. So, hey, I put together a table of everything we know about the three realms. Want to see it? Definitely! Got it. I'll put it up on the screen, and just this massive picture of Astolfo's ass comes up. He's like, let's just move that to the side. Wow, look at this, the Microsoft spreadsheet. Okay. Scale versus army quality. So A, B, Krim held second in command is Zhangzhou, greatest threat. Reinstatement, B, A. Leaders Constantinos, Pope Johanna decides upon him. Army quality is top-notch, discipline compared to the Revenge Realm. Righteous Realm C, and Army quality C. Leader is Karl de Gross, aka Don Quixote, includes Astolfo, Roland, and others. The Soul Realm, allied proper human history, although this can only be said of certain servants here. So, you know, laid out like this, it's pretty obvious that the Righteous Realm hasn't really got anything going for it. Kind of amazing they've been managed to survive this long. Must be quite skilled in battle. Let's not forget the natural defenses this location affords them. I expect they also have a countermeasure for servants attempting to use their spirit forms to sneak in. They may be servants, but they'll easily intercept if they are on foot, especially if they were to march in on large numbers. Not to mention that if one of the other factions were to attack, the remaining faction would no doubt be quick to take advantage of that opening. I doubt she planned this all out intentionally, but it's an impressive state of affairs all the same. Well, Holmes, the question still remains. What are you planning to do next? First of all, we should discuss the Moriarty calling himself a foreign disciple. It's safe to assume he's operating behind the scenes, or we could try to pursue him. That would not help to resolve the Singularity's root cause.
Well, then, you're going to work with this realm to help to destroy the other realms, as you said you would earlier?
Indeed. I don't believe we have any chance of negotiating something else.
Well, that should be fine. This isn't a lost spell after all. Since they're the ones who started this war, they must be prepared for the consequences.
But first, you're going to start off in a commando unit, right? I wonder what that'll involve. Pardon me, may I come in? I'll switch the comms over to audio only. Remember, in this mode, your response will seem like a soliloquy. Sure, door's open! Thank you. I'm the Righteous Realm servant who will be taking part of this commando unit. Who is it? Really? Huh. Really? Dang, this is just a preview of a bunch of upcoming servants. You're not far off, though. My name is Shu Fu. I'm a caster. Shu Fu? Does that mean you're... So you've heard of me? I'm the court sorcerer, Emperor Qin Shi Huang, sent to search for Mount Horai and the elixir of immortality. I see. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Miss Shufu. I love Shufu's design. I really do. I'm Sherlock Holmes, detective. And this is... Paddock Lupus. Tanner. At least that's what the secretary told me your aliases were. I understand that you can't speak freely for a variety of reasons. Still, I'd be thrilled if you told me more anyway, so tell me. Let's just say, all in good time. Oh yes, very smooth. All that aside, 2 casters in an extra class. Weird makeup for a group. It's a long story. Lady Shufu, would it be alright if I introduce myself now? Who's this? Yes, that should be fine. We probably should introduce the other servant joining this unit. Well, I can assure you I didn't forget about him or anything like that. Uh-huh. No wonder the secretary trusts you so deeply, Lady Shufu. You truly are greater than your stature suggests, because she's short. Oh, friggin' right. I am Diarmid O'Dubney, one of the Knights of Fianna. I'm also known as Diarmid the Dazzling. Pleased to meet you. Diarmid O'Dubney! Oh, sounds like you already know who I am. I'm surprised. I'm not that famous. Or perhaps we met in another singularity or during a Holy Grail war. If we have, I'm afraid I have no memory of that, but here, I'll be proud to fight beside you. Work me as hard as you need to for this assignment. Man, now that's what I call a hero's hero. A beauty indeed.
Come to think of it, technical advisor, you've always loved all things beautiful, haven't you?
Alright, now that we've made our introductions, perhaps you can tell us about our mission. Of course. Our mission is to determine the enemy's military strength and to secure an abandoned stronghold. Unfortunately, we're so low in personnel that we'll have to accomplish both in one day. I can tell you the secretary is ready to run us all ragged, me included. This is going to be such a hassle. Wish I could just run away.
Well, that was a sudden depressing turn.
I'm sure this is obvious, but just to be clear, I'll stick to providing rear support. It's because you don't have a playable model yet, but that's coming real soon. Diarmid here will take the charge. That's right. I'll do everything in my power to escort you all safely. Damn, he's so radiant it hurts to look at him. I still don't understand how the dazzling part of him actually manifests physically. Don't worry. I promise I won't dazzle anyone when we're undercover. I guess it's too much for you to ask, for you to not dazzle in daily life either, huh? Anyway, we'll be setting out tomorrow morning bright and early. I recommend you all change into your spirit forms or otherwise get as much rest as you can tonight. I did not think she'd be... There's been some good surprises in this. Some big surprises. Some big, oh my god, it's you moments, you know? I think that's cool. I like that. I don't know, it's just... Like, there's a bunch of servants. I'm like, oh, frick, you're here. It's nice that I know nothing about this story, honestly. Quiet. It's me, Caddock. I'm Big Spoon tonight. Keep your voice down. I want to talk to you. Outside. Okay, that should do it. Ready, Mash? Yes, I'm here. As you requested, Da Vinci is working on the Ortnax. Director Gordolph is asleep and the night staff are all dozing off too. I'm the only member of Caldia currently on active duty. But why did you want to talk to us alone? Just to be safe. After I woke up, I reviewed your records of everything that happened after the Russian Lost Belt, including records about the man from Caldia. He's not really Dr. Roman. I know. I don't know who he is either. We'll have to put that aside for now. More importantly, remember what he said about there being someone who can't be trusted? Oh my god, we're doing this. And what Archer said afterward about something feeling off? Yeah. I really can't believe you went and reported everything they told you when they were very clear you should keep it secret. Guess you wouldn't be you if you hadn't. Remember those records too, right, Mash? Did you ever think about who the man from Caldia might have meant? It's all there in the report. I've given it some thought, yes, but it just seemed too far-fetched to take it seriously.
Not exactly sounding like a mystery lover here. So you dropped it? Just like that, not another thought? Not at all. It was the opposite. I believe I thought about it as much and as logically as I could. But no matter how much I thought about what he said, it never made any more sense. How so? Well, if someone on Caldia's staff can't be trusted, that would have meant one of them is a traitor. But there's no evidence anyone has betrayed us, and more importantly, no motive for anyone to do so. We call this kind of mystery a why done it. Alright, I've heard of those. Whoever told me about them also said, there's no meaning to be found in figuring out how done it's where mages are concerned. Not when they can do almost anything, including things outside the natural realm. Did you hear this from Waver? These are his words. But the reason they committed a crime, a why done it, that is always meaningful. Right. And that clears everyone on Caldia's current staff of suspicion. I can't see any reason for a member of our staff to want to help to wipe Earth clean. If they were just hiding their motivation, they would have tripped up long ago. They didn't have any reason to reset Earth. They wouldn't have any reason to help prevent it either. Yeah, that's true. Crime's already been committed here, so why would a traitor go on to help the organization trying to undo it? Same goes for the servants too. That includes me, Captain Nemo, Da Vinci, and Holmes. None of us have anything to gain from Earth being wiped clean. If anything, the opposite holds true. That just leaves Sion, you, and Senpai, Master. And your alibi is airtight. You weren't even at Caldia at the time. Senpai, of course, isn't a viable choice either. Frankly speaking, if he gave up on everything, our mission would fail that very instant. That's true. I suppose Sion, as a member of the Atlas Institute, could see this incident differently than we do. So this is what I was thinking. I'm like, with her speech at the beginning, I feel like she may have helped it, but for a reason of, actually, this will help out humanity in a different way. Maybe. She always seemed fairly nonplussed about it. And that in turn could potentially give her some kind of motive to betray us. Maybe. But she's already done something that invalidates that theory. When the foreign god used a pseudo-black hole to destroy the Wandering Sea, Sion stayed behind to the very last second at very real risk to her life. If she wanted to betray us, that would have been the perfect time and place to do so. Frankly, if she had known what was going to happen ahead of time, and then had escaped on her own, we would all be dead by now. Are you really not all that suspicious that I did something somehow? Knowing those two, they couldn't have been predicted. They could have predicted that I'd eventually come back to Calda. True. But it wouldn't even make sense for you to have started this conversation if you were the traitor. Yeah, just to be totally clear, I didn't betray anyone. Well, I guess it's not true. I did betray all of proper human history once. But I definitely didn't have the guts to betray anyone holding the controls to a collar that could kill me at any time. I think you have plenty of guts, but aside from that, I agree with you. Betraying someone to save your own skin, when you know that betraying them would get you killed, doesn't make sense no matter how you look at it. And that's not all. Me, Tanner here, the staff, the servants, our actions have all been consistent. My case is more complex, sure, but still checks out in terms of consistency. Long story short, I betrayed proper human history, lost to you guys, got critically injured, recovered, and now I'm helping you guys out with restrictions on my behavior because it beats getting locked up or killed. Sure, I wasn't exactly being virtuous, but I was being consistent, yeah? That's true. In the end, I have to think that the one from Caldia was mistake. But do you have an idea who it could be? You do, rather. Senpai. I'm not sure. But I do have just one more question. Think you can answer it with a search of the library, Mash. If that leads us to a clear answer, you can just forget about all about it. And if it doesn't, I think we might be onto something. I already went ahead and launched the library's search system just in case. What's your question, Kadok? It's about servants. Let's start with Da Vinci. What? Caldia summoned the original Da Vinci, and her successor unit is carrying on her work in her stead. So we know that Caldia is her summoner, and that she was helping before the incineration of humanity. Where are you going? Nemo was summoned by Sion El. Oh, we're just gonna go to who summoned. We're just gonna go to who summoned Holmes. Okay. Nemo was summoned by Sion Eltnam. At least that's what the records say. He's got some phantom and divine spirits mixed in him, but we also know his summoning is legit. And the servants Tanner's contracted with, including you, of course, should all be fine. Kadok, you don't mean... Yeah, I do. My question's about Sherlock Holmes. Who summoned him? And when and where did they do it? We brought that up before. What do you mean? Master does more than just serve as the battery for their servant. Through their contract, the Master serves as an anchor to keep them rooted in reality. That's the biggest reason they need Masters, even when those Masters are of no help in battles between heroes. Compared to that, the Magecraft support is just a nice bonus. What about rogue servants? Good question. Yeah, there have been servants in other singularities who didn't belong to either Chaldea's side or the enemy's side. It was the land itself that summoned them. Using the power of the Holy Grail which spawned the given singularity. An attempt to put history back on its original track. Basically, rogue servants use the land as a kind of vessel. It's no surprise they can act without a master. And of course, there are also rogue servants in some Lost Belts who didn't depend on the Holy Grail. Beowulf in Russia leaps to mind. Then maybe that's what happened with Holmes too. We first met him at the Atlas Institute, so... No, wait. Huh? Yeah. He was at the Mages Association in London. Oh. That's right, I'm sorry, I guess I wasn't thinking straight. Yes, you're right, Senpai. He himself said he had left a message for us in London. In London, you managed to safely acquire the information I left at the Mages Association, right? It was just paperwork, but it must have been worth £1,000 to you at the time. I could definitely see the land summoning him in London. That part makes sense. Then how did he show up in Camelot? In Shinjuku? We've asked Holmes about that. He said he managed to prolong his materialization and race shifted on his own. You mean like Miyamoto Musashi? No. He can't do it repeatedly like she could. He said twice was his limit, and that it came at the cost of seriously weakening himself. According to him, those two forced race shift effectively rendered him incapable of combat, which is why he wasn't playable till much later. I see. That's why he did almost no fighting in Shinjuku. After Shinjuku, he and Senpai, Master, formed an official contract. That got rid of his, debuffs, but also made it impossible for him to race shift alone. At least that's what he said before. I see. Well, that all makes sense. But still, something's still nagging at me. I can't figure out what it could be. Still, I can say this much without a doubt. Holmes of all people would never betray us. There's just no way. When you take all of his accomplishments, his attitude, his motives, and everything else about him into consideration, it's obvious there's no theory that could possibly explain why he would have done such a thing. I trust Holmes completely. How about you, Tanner? Doesn't get rid of the skip button here. I'm going to be honest. I'm not sure. Oh well. Doesn't matter either way. Just giving you guys some food for thought. Having said that, Tanner, Mash, you just forget about this whole discussion. It's Holmes we're talking about here. I don't want things getting awkward if you trust him. If you start doubting him for now, it's not going to take long for Sherlock freaking Holmes to figure that out. That's easier said than done. Maybe you should hit my head to make me forget. Why would I do that? I can just use a really basic spell for sealing away memories. It'll only be cast if the target consents to it, though, and it comes with some restrictions. What about me? How can I forget about this discussion? It's a file in Chaldea's library on the Storm border, number AG134458. I had a memory sealing spell scroll there under the Alpine Goat section. All you have to do is inscribe the date and time. Okay, I'll try that. That's oddly specific you have that. Tanner.
Mash. There's only a seal. Probably won't make you forget completely. Your subconscious will still remember this conversation. So if you really trust Holmes, keep observing him and doubting him, so we can put this to rest and trust him that much more. Got it? All right. See you tomorrow. Can you still bonk me for good measure? Can you still hit me? Big squeaky hammer. St. Quartz get. Ooh, we are the Charles Commandos. That'll be next time. All right. Next time, moving on for some more. This is good. This is good. This is storytelling, baby. Ooh, it's good. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens. So, I will see you guys next time for some more Traum as we continue on. I'll see you guys then for some more. Ciao.
Yo.